Welcome to this brief, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this brief yoga class. This will be a quick opportunity to step away from your project, take a break, take a stretch. We'll do a little bit of movement and just take a moment to leave your project behind and clear your head. And you'll probably be surprised at what sort of breakthroughs you might have or things that you might be able to come back to your project with like a clearer mind and a clearer perspective. So that's the goal of this brief little yoga break. My name is Liz Bourgault. I'll be taking you through this, and I work for SkyWatch. I'm actually a product manager in my day job, but I also teach yoga, and I'm a 500-hour certified teacher. And so I just really wanted to bring both of my worlds together and share this with you, and hopefully it actually becomes a good tool for you as you're moving through your weekend. So since this is recorded for a morning session, we'll maybe move a little bit and wake up a bit, but you can take it at any point during the weekend. So hopefully you can hear me okay. We'll just go ahead and find our way into a standing position. And the reality of teaching yoga at home is often my head gets cut off. It's fine, you don't need to see it. Go ahead and find your way to a standing position. So even if you're brand new to yoga, this will be super basic, super accessible is the goal. So go ahead and find your way to your feet, standing nice and tall. Begin to close your eyes or allow your gaze to just drop towards the floor. And so here you can start to bring your awareness into your breath. And if you've been running around and going like crazy, maybe you want to think about some things that bring you into the present moment. Maybe there's a sound around you or a pet, or you can hear some people talking in another room. Maybe you observe the temperature or the texture underneath your toes, whether or not you're on a mat. All these things bring us into the present moment, so we're not worrying about what came before or what's coming after. From here, maybe you start to rock in your feet a bit, starting to feel into your balance. With your eyes closed, this might offer a different sensation. And then slowly on an inhale, bring your eyes open, lift your arms overhead, take a big stretch. And on an exhale, we'll just fold over our legs, bending deeply into your knees. Whether or not you can touch the floor, it doesn't matter. And on an inhale, bring your hands towards your shins or your thighs, breathing some length through your head. And exhale, folding back down. On an inhale, push through both of your feet, lift all the way back up. These are half sun salutations, half Surya Namaskar. And an exhale, release your hands to your side. Just moving with our breath, inhaling, arms lift. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Inhale, find some length, reaching long through your head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through both feet, lift all the way up. Big stretch. Exhale, hands by your sides. So that one more time. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, breathing, lifting. Exhale, folding. Inhale, all the way up. Exhaling, arms by your sides. Do a couple quick stretches here. So as you're standing up, just trying to face you, straighten your hands up overhead. Take your right hand to grip around your left wrist. Send your left hip out towards the side, reaching through your hands towards the right. So your hips go left, your hands go right. Keep breathing into your chest, pulling your left shoulder back in space. And then inhale brings you back up to standing. Go ahead and swap out your hands. Left hand comes to your right. Sending the hips towards your right side this time, reaching through your hands, breathing into your side body. On an inhale, coming back up. Exhale, release the arms by your side. We'll add a little bit more movement here. Inhaling, arms lift. We'll build our Surya Namaskar. Exhale, folding. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, fold. Here, send your right foot back behind you and your left foot comes to follow. You're in a plank pose. Now, if plank is too strenuous, maybe you have a wrist injury, maybe you release your knees to the earth. Keep them back behind your hips. My core is still working to support me. You can also come onto your forearms and breathe here. You can stay lifted in either variation. Continue to breathe. Just getting our bodies working a little bit more, waking ourselves up a little bit more, bringing our attention into this present moment because you can't help but be here when you're in a plank. And then we'll find our way back to a downward facing dog. And again, if you're new to yoga, don't overthink it. Just spread your fingers wide, push the earth away, reach your hips up towards the ceiling. You can have a big bend in your knees. You can let your head and neck go between your shoulders. Breathing some more space in there. And on your inhale, maybe coming back into that plank pose. You can stay here, maybe lowering your knees down, chest down, finding your push-up variation. Inhale, maybe a back bend. Exhale, we go back to downward facing dog. And then slowly take your time, walking your feet towards your hands, your back in that forward fold. On an inhale, find some length. On an exhale, folding. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling all the way back down. We'll do it one more time. Inhale some length. Exhale, fold maybe a little quicker. Left foot steps, right foot follows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, your push-up. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhale, back, downward facing. Slowly walking your feet towards your hands. Inhaling some length. Exhaling, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands by your sides. We're gonna do a little bit of balancing work just to make sure we're awake, make sure we're present. Go ahead and hug your right knee up towards your chest. You can give it a little squeeze. And then we'll open the knee out towards the side. We're gonna set up tree pose. So for your tree pose, your right foot might fall at your ankle. You can use your toes as a kickstand. Maybe bringing your foot up your shin or your thigh. Breathing in here, hands can come to heart center. If you want an extra balance challenge, you can try and close your eyes. Things get really wobbly then. And then slowly releasing your foot to the floor, finding your way to the other side. Taking your time, setting up your shape, removing any frustration from one side looking different than the other and being okay with that. We're wrapping up here. If there's anything else that's calling you right now that you got moving, this was just a brief little break. Feel free to take this again or do a couple more rounds of sun salutations, or maybe you feel a little bit warmer, you feel like you can do some stretching of any sort, whatever is calling your name and feels good in your body, just feel free to move for a moment. It feels good to step away from the computer and find some movement, even in this virtual yoga space. I'll try and plan something fun for Sunday, so come back and join me then, and maybe we'll get to build on this little yoga class. Thanks, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and good luck with your apps. Take care.